So now, as you know, I'm Julieta Sonko, and my topic is nutrition education as an adjunct to the future of medicine in embracing traditional medicine and natural approaches. So let's see here. How do I go to the next slide? Did you send it to me now? You open it. You open the slide for me. Can you continue on sending? Next slide, please. Here is my disclosure. I have nothing to disclose. My session objectives is to define nutrition, education, and both nutrition education. And then I will describe why and how and what nutrition education could be an adjunct in the future of medicine, in embracing traditional medicine and natural approaches. I will enumerate 2 ways where nutrition education could affect the future of medicine in embracing traditional medicine and natural approaches. I will demonstrate the impact of nutrition and education in the future of medicine in embracing traditional medicine and natural approaches. And last but not the least, I will discuss the interrelationship between nutrition education and the future of medicine in embracing traditional medicine and natural approaches. Next one, please. The scope, it's very challenging for 15 to 20 minutes how I can give you the gist, the summary, and the logic of my presentation. Next one, please. It will be in normal human nutrition. No animal nutrition is mentioned in here. Any question, of course, or comments will be addressed to me personally. Next, please. The definition. Education is the process of learning and acquiring knowledge and skills. It can also refer to the process of passing on knowledge to others. There are always two parts, tangents in an educational endeavor. One that provides the skills and knowledge, and the other the receiver of the information, the learner. Communication is the key to education and motivation. However, you know very well, education in learning, they only learn like 20% and all the rest will be in experience. Education is an art and science in learning and acquiring knowledge and skills. The provider of information or the educator's personal and professional qualities are vital in the whole process. Next one, please. As in life, whether we believe it or not, education is a journey. There will be hurdles, barriers, and stumbling blocks. This can show in many ways like miscommunication, misunderstanding, and combination of other personal and professional issues, and of course, political. Next one, please. The learner, the student, and or the receiver of the information must be open-minded, motivated, and humble enough to know, feel, and see his or her position to learn, and brave enough to ask questions if the need arises. Education is the key to open the golden door of freedom. The freedom to share what the educator knows, the generosity to motivate the patient, to adapt to the learner's level of knowledge and understanding, and the compassion to be sensitive to personal, cultural, and other social determinants of health, like age and income. We have to watch for signs for cues if any of this becomes to be an issue. Next one, please. Nutrition education is a multidisciplinary process that involves the transfer of information, such as the development of motivation and the modification of food habits when and where needed. It must form the bridge that carries appropriate information from the research and development laboratories to the public. The ultimate user will be the public. Next one. What's the concept? How then can nutrition education be an adjunct to the future of medicine? Nutrition education teaches what nutrition is and what is involved in the science. For example, the learner is able to differentiate between nutrition and nutrients. Realistically, in education, the learner's ability to the behavior change depends on the educator. In medicine, we have the RDN, the registered dietitian nutritionist, who are the nutrition experts. This should not be interchanged with nutrition counseling, which is a personalized approach to achieve weight loss. Another scenario, a patient or client who is under medical supervision follows a traditional meal plan, almost like or close to a Mediterranean diet, consisting of fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, and seeds. However, this meal plan could be improved nutritionally, addition of proteins, vitamins, and minerals with dairy and other high-quality protein foods like eggs, fish, lean meat, poultry, and cheese. This new plan is acceptable to the patient and or client. Identify the different nutrients present in the above-mentioned protein foods, monitor the meal plan, then reevaluate the continuous adherence and acceptability of the meal. Next one. What's the impact of nutrition education? Nutrition education being an anchor, it can anchor and an important integral part in the overall patient-client medical treatment plan. Illustrate this that it can be an adjunct in the future of medicine in embracing traditional and natural approaches. This is one of the many roles of firm foundational purposes that reiterate the need for nutritional education as an adjunct, a complementary in the future of medicine in embracing traditional and natural approaches. What is the takeaway? The interrelationship with nutrition education, nutrition education, and medicine tells us that their existence is vital for nutritional health and well-being in embracing the future of medicine through traditional and natural approaches. If food is the first source of nutrition, then let us say food is or as medicine. Nutrition education is an adjunct for the future of medicine in embracing traditional and ethno-medicine. This one conference here is an example of educating participants about nutrition, which is a branch of medicine. Thank you very much, and I appreciate to be here. And I can ask, if you have any questions, I will answer them, please. Thank you.